Okay, I was just updating my title real quick. First up, Torment and CorruptedG versus Rizzo and PrimeThunder. I know a lot of you guys are going to want to see how Rizzo does. He's been a much requested player on the stream, a very popular Twitch streamer, and I think he's looking to get into making YouTube videos again, which is pretty awesome to see. Looking for a very risky play here. Does get an extra touch on the air dribble, does PrimeThunder. Rizzo did not expect that one. It's extremely risky to go up for a pass if your teammate is air dribbling the ball towards you in 2v2. Very risky, especially if you're not in comms, because if you're, let's imagine that these guys, PrimeThunder and Rizzo, are in comms with each other and they're talking to each other, then Prime can inform Rizzo, hey, I'm gonna get another touch, or that's all I've got, and then Rizzo knows if he can go in for it or not. Right there didn't matter. A little bit more of a standard center ball towards Rizzo, who blasted it past the goalkeeper. Good placement of the shot though. Rizzo's shots, that's definitely one of the stronger aspects of his game in my opinion. Very good striker of the ball, very good boomer of the ball is Rizzo. And Torment, the third player for Team Iris alongside Squishy Muffins and Lucchino, like I said, definitely the lesser known player of that team, but a very good player. Oh, the pinch clear is going to be, or the pinch center ball is going to turn into a clear from PrimeThunder. A little bit ambitious to go for that one. Used pretty much all his boost doing so. The only silver lining is that he did land on his wheels with momentum, so he could recover fairly quickly. But yeah, look out for Torment's passing plays. He's a good team player. Definitely why they picked him up in Team Iris was because of his team play, and particularly his synergy with Squishy Muffins. I know Squishy's got a couple of montages on his YouTube channel, and you'll see Torment featured in some of those, just doing some nice assists. And here we go, Torment and Corrupted trying to team up with each other right here to get a goal. They were unable to. Corrupted, another player who did make it into the RLCS group stages last time around. I believe that his team came 8th in the group, but they managed to beat Selfless, which was a team consisting of Dapper, Miho, and JNaps at the time, in order to get into that group. At least I think it was them. Or no, actually, no, they beat a team of Torment, Darkfire, and oh, who was the third? I can't remember. So it was actually, yeah, Corrupted's team beat Torment's team in order to get into the group. Look at this, Rizzo just bullying Torment, gets underneath him and carries him around for days. As PrimeThunder is going to go off the ceiling for an aerial. Rizzo is not interested in getting involved in that play. But Rizzo is a top 100-2s player. I'm not sure about the other guys as far as 2v2 rankings go. But I'm sure that they've all been top 100 at some point in the 2s ladder. I think, for me, Rizzo's my pick for the favorite to win this lobby, especially after going 1-0 up alongside PrimeThunder, who's going to boom the ball right into the crossbar. Is that greasy? No, it's PrimeThunder blasting it into the bar. Oh yeah, it was Leth and then Karma and then Matt. That's of course Torment and Darkfire. They switched up the third quite a few times, but they were able to upset, or they did get upset by Corrupted's team. He was teamed up with Vince, who has been on my stream. Who's Vince? And I believe Fireworks, was it? But they actually did quite well. I'll definitely expect to see Corrupted in another RLCS group stage at some point, if not this one, certainly in the future. Seems like a pretty smart player whenever I tune into his stream. Pretty level-headed guy from what I've seen so far. Very low scoring game here, quite end-to-end stuff, a lot of aerials going uncontested. Torment actually getting a double touch to the crossbar. You notice PrimeThunder did anticipate that, but it's so hard to actually read where the double touch is going to go. And these off-the-wall air dribbles out of defense are something that we see a lot more in North American 2s games than in European 2s games, where people prefer to keep the ball on the ground. This time it doesn't work out very well for Rizzo. He's out of the game. PrimeThunder gets beaten to the ball. He went forward, moved very far up in the 1v2 against Torment and Corrupted. Gets punished for it. Rizzo's going to get back boost. Torment's going to cheat. That is going to favor the cheater. But he does get tackled by Rizzo, who did move up and read the first touch very well. And now Rizzo in the 1v2 just gives away possession. I don't really like that play by Rizzo, but it looks like Corrupted just going to give it right back. I would have definitely preferred to see Rizzo taking a lighter touch there, just not only to get a better shot and goal himself. Oh, speaking of which, Torment rattles the post. But also, if Rizzo had just taken a lighter touch there, it would have given him, you know, a bit of a slower attack. Would have given his teammate PrimeThunder a little bit more time to rotate out, get involved in the attack with Rizzo. Oh, what a shot! Corrupted off the wall brings out a great save by PrimeThunder, who I'm sure some of you will remember was in the stream before, playing against Prime in a 1v1, and it was just an absolute nightmare to cast because their names were so similar. What a pinch center ball by Rizzo. Corrupted did stay in a position ready for that, but that was actually really impressive. Rizzo pinching it with the wheel so it wouldn't go that fast into the middle. Corrupted, really overextended, looking for a demo. The wall bump by PrimeThunder, that is so sick, but Rizzo's not there. Rizzo could have had a tap in, but PrimeThunder, of course, and himself are not in comms, and they've got the game stolen from their clutches by CorruptedG. He has found the G spot, boys. Was this a doink? Oh yeah, that was a doink. I had a sneaky suspicion it might have been a doink, and it was. Right over the top of PrimeThunder, who was not respecting the doink. You gotta always respect the doink, guys. They're gonna surprise you with how fast they do accelerate the ball. Rizzo in a 1v1. He needs to get going pretty quick though. He's being challenged from behind, and he does so. Great job by Rizzo to do this and do it quickly. Because if we look at CorruptedG, he is gunning for Rizzo right here. He's trying to ambush him. But Rizzo just gets away from that and manages to outplay Torment. Great bounce dribble, fast bounce dribble. Something you can't do that, or you can't do slow bounce dribbles in 2v2. You gotta go quick. Another kickoff goes in favor of Torment and Corrupted. Great save though. Rizzo getting a great hitbox in that ball, and he needed to because he was getting dunked on by Torment if he went for a pansy save. Overtime game 1. My pick for the favorites, Rizzo and PrimeThunder, managing to equalize the game at the last few seconds. And with a great bounce dribble by Rizzo, who's up for this aerial very, very confidently. Does put it on net, but it's a slow shot. Both goalkeepers up in the air. PrimeThunder now shoots to Rizzo, who will fake it. Corrupted is there for the save. It was not a terrible decision by Rizzo to fake it. He's probably in that sort of area. He's looking for either a fake or a light touch, and all he wants to do is not get a heavy touch and not be miles away from it to kind of like make the fake really obvious. So he did well there, just to be in the area. There's a lot of very, very early challenges coming in. Rizzo completely beans the ground shot right at the goalkeeper. PrimeThunder up for an uncontested aerial. Doesn't want to shadow and let the ball go over his head. Rizzo this time up for an uncontested aerial. A lot of aerials coming in. Like I said, more likely to see these in the NA 2v2 lobbies than the European ones. Although, that being said, EU lobbies are definitely a lot faster and a lot more aerially than they used to be. Rizzo looking for a dunk actually off that wall. Pinch center ball is a good one by PrimeThunder. Not a good recovery though. Rizzo's got to defend 1v2 here, and he's facing the ball. So important that he got a touch on that. Does get a pinch center ball of his own, but CorruptedG is paying very close attention to these pinch center balls from Rizzo and PrimeThunder. He's ready for them all. And we see there one of the other advantages of making sure that you turn your car to face the ball when you are going to try and shadow to, or fly up from the shadowing position to intercept an overhead clear. And that advantage is obviously that when your car does hit the wall, it doesn't land with the wheels and stop moving. Which is something that happens if you don't turn around and you just kind of land on the wall in your wheels, and then the friction from the wheels just stops your momentum. You'll see a lot of players, they'll like to do that. They turn to face the ball because it's easier, one, to get the power on the clear, and two, to just be able to fly intuitively. Torment stroke does get blocked. PrimeThunder is also in the air. And PrimeThunder with the outplay. Rizzo's looking for a demo, but nobody's there to get the tap in. Rizzo did get the block on Torment, but there's no third player for the tap in. If Rizzo had managed to get a block there and then turn around to score the center ball, that would have been sick. And I think it was JNaps actually did that last night in the Showdown GG tournament. Rizzo's teammate managed to demo the goalie, clear out the defense. Not a good touch by PrimeThunder. Hits it straight at Torment. CorruptedG definitely playing the sweeper. He's going to fire straight at Rizzo. A lot of these clears going straight at opponents right now. They need to be a little bit more creative. Try and take it down on the ground sometimes, because they're starting to read each other's playstyle, which is pretty much get these clears high and to the side. And Torment 1v1 with Rizzo. He's got a chance to get it past him, and he does. Can he get it in though? Doesn't matter. Corrupted's there. Taps it in. Great play. Torment steals the game in overtime. 3 minutes into overtime as well. Corrupted just lurking around, making sure to pinch it in off the post. He didn't want to get outplayed by a rogue bounce, but they do take the lead. And I'll smash out a score real quick. Oh my goodness, there's so many names to type. So many names. And I don't even know if this is going to fit. Yeah, we're going to have to move this. We're going to have to put it over here or something. Let me just ready up while I do this. The one thing that I want to see, though, from this lobby, the one thing that I definitely want to start seeing more from these guys is a little bit more creativity on how to transition the ball from defense to offense. Because right now we're just seeing almost predictable play out of defense. Just high clears to the side is the name of the game. And although that does work most of the time, we saw a couple of times at the end of the last game that these teams, they were starting to predict that. They were already on the wall before the clear even happened. So now Torment teaming up with Rizzo this time. Torment, of course, did manage to get the outplay on Rizzo for the winning goal, but before that, Rizzo got the outplay on Torment for the equalizer. So look out for these guys' dribbles in 2v2. The arena where you don't have the same amount of time as you do in ones to get the setup, but you do still have some time. You got more time than you do in 3v3, and Rizzo's just going to back out of this. He knew that PrimeThunder was making this save. Rizzo looking for the rebound, reads it quite well, but he's a little bit too high, lands on his nose as well. He's going to have a sore face after that plant off the ground. Oh, look at this offensive positioning by PrimeThunder. He lands up here after a 50-50, and good pass. Corrupted just spotted him up there, looked for him. Torment barely last second saving that one. PrimeThunder again going for a little bit of a... He's trapping the ball into the center is what he's doing there. He just looks to get the ball to kind of bounce between his car and the wall and then pinch off to the side. But he's not dodging into the wall as he does so. He's looking to land on the wall on all four wheels. So it's like a much more safe pinch center ball. I think the terminology that a lot of casters are going with, and I'm not at all against it, is like just a trap. You know, you just trap the ball against the wall and you force it to go off in the direction that you want it to go. And Rizzo went for a play exactly like that right there. Just trying to trap the ball between himself and the wall, force it center. Torment deliberately looking for the backboard here. They do have Corrupted and PrimeThunder under pressure, but they need to convert this pressure into a goal or else it's all going to be wasted. It looks like PrimeThunder will get the ball clear. Fires it in an attempt to get it over over Torment, sorry. But like I said, Torment's already up on the wall. He knows that that's coming. And now we see Corrupted looking to take it infield. There we go, the creativity. I said this is exactly what these guys need to do if they want to get more transitions from defense to offense. Corrupted is the first one to do exactly that. Takes it infield, and he gets immediately rewarded with a setup for his teammate PrimeThunder. Really good play by Corrupted though. You saw Rizzo was on the wall, like all these guys have been in defense. Rizzo's trying to get up there preemptively to read that clear, and then Corrupted just takes it infield, immediately goal. It's happened on the first time of asking, which makes me feel a little bit happy because it makes me look smart. But yeah, these guys, they all know that. They're all smart players. I'm sure they'll make these mid-series adaptations. Rizzo nearly carried that one over the top of Corrupted. You gotta look out for these air dribbles from Rizzo. He does like to air dribble, not only in to get the ball from defense to the midfield, but he does do that from the midfield to the goal sometimes. The air roll shot fires wide for Torment. Another play, Corrupted again, going down off the wall, really smart, and he's got a 50-50, which is a good outcome. Can he read this ball off the wall? Yes, he can. So really smart. Corrupted, I'm extremely impressed with what I'm seeing right now. Definitely the player who's getting the best efficiency of possession in the lobby so far. A lot of Corrupted's possessions are transitioning. Like, he'll get one clear on the ball and either follow up on it himself or have PrimeThunder come in and follow up on the ball, which is exactly what you need. We don't want to see any of this where it's just like one touch by Rizzo and then immediately the other team getting their hands on the ball. Want to have a consistent pressure, which is kind of what teams like Flipside and 3v3 are well known for, because they refuse to even give the other team a look at the ball. They just keep on hitting it, they keep on smashing the backboard, they keep on going for passing plays rather than just, you know, hitting the ball mindlessly forward. Good recovery by PrimeThunder. That was so sick. The air roll to take Torment out of the game. Torment managed to stay with it anyway. There's a attempted dribble out play by Rizzo. It's so difficult to dribble two players in 2v2, because if you look at the defensive positioning of PrimeThunder here, he's just backing up Corrupted. Everywhere Corrupted moves, PrimeThunder's just looking to get right behind him, because he knows if the ball comes over the top of Corrupted's head, he can then move in and probably take it for free, because to get the ball past Corrupted, Torment and Rizzo would have to at least hit it towards the blue side of the pitch a little bit. And when that happens, it means Prime could just go forward and take it. Because the ball's moving towards him, away from Rizzo and Torment. Now Corrupted in the 1v1. Ground shot, saved quite easily by Torment. Rizzo has missed on the boost grab though. This is really bad news for Rizzo, because he's going to be out the game for quite a while. Torment just made a save. He's low on boost as well. Looks like Corrupted was not aware of that, because he did not move in aggressively. Now Torment freestyling a little bit. First touch is a little bit too heavy though. And the half volley wall clear. Great distance on it by Corrupted. Following Corrupted's play here at the end, see if he continues to just sit back, and he will. He will not want to get outplayed by a passing play, and he reads that exceptionally well. Just needs to get the ball into the ground. This will be a 2-0. Fakes the aerial to guarantee that the ball will follow all the way down to the ground. That's 2-0 for CorruptedG, and honestly, not surprising after seeing that impressive capability to just maintain possession better than anybody else in the lobby. It's funny that Johnny's so concentrating commentating that he ignores the chat. Well, I mean, when the game is interesting, then I'm just gonna go like full caster mode. I'm just like, you know, try to get inside the minds of the players as much as I can. But yeah, when the games are boring, you'll see me look at the chat a lot more. You guys have to remember, I'm also like doing the camera work here, so that's another thing that I do a lot more proactively than pretty much any caster in the scene. Oh, what a goal by Rizzo and CorruptedG. This is a team play that I like to see. Rizzo up to Corrupted. Corrupted just launches it right back down again. You see Torment sitting on the goal line there. He's trying to cover two angles. He's trying to cover the pass to Rizzo, and he's also trying to cover the direct shot that CorruptedG might be taking. And it turns out CorruptedG's pass was just a little bit too good, and he continues to impress. Look at his setup at 3-0 for himself this lobby. PrimeThunder's actually over to the far side here, ready to intercept this. And again, he's gone for the exact same play. Just immediately pings the ball straight into the center. He's done this quite a few times here, and finally it results in a goal because he's just dunked on Corrupted's attempted infield dribble. Corrupted had two options there. He could either try to take the ball across his own goal, but he went for this, usually what's the safer option, and that is just to try and block that ball from ever crossing the line of your own goal. Smart play by Rizzo. He didn't turn on ball cam immediately. He wanted to check that if there was actually an opponent jumping before committing to the aerial himself. He knew that he had the speed to get up there and win the race anyway, but of course there's no point in jumping in 2v2 unless your opponent is also jumping, because why go up for an uncontested aerial when you could just let the ball bounce and smash it without wasting all your boost. Oh, Rizzo with a horrendous recovery right here. He's actually stuck on his back going turtle mode. It does sometimes happen where your car is just landing on its back and you're trying to air roll, but the car won't air roll because it's technically on the ground, so you can't air roll when you're on the ground. Just the in-game coding screwing Rizzo over there. PrimeThunder already on the wall, almost on the ceiling, because he's trying to intercept CorruptedG's attempted, or what he expects to be a wall clear. He clearly wasn't paying attention to the last game because Corrupted has made that adaptation. He's not going for these high wall clears. He's just dribbling the ball out of defense, and PrimeThunder made to look like a fool as he's up on the wall. He thinks he's Spider-Man. Oh, feels backflip. Wouldn't have been a connection on the aerial anyway because the wall clear did come in there from PrimeThunder. CorruptedG really should be putting that on the net as he looks for the demo on PrimeThunder. PrimeThunder misses on his pinch clear, and Torment's pass is not a good one. Double throwaway of possession right there from Orange Team. And Corrupted, his pass attempt gets intercepted. Just all turnovers right now. No possession maintenance, just all turnovers. Who is going to be the first team to connect a pass? It's going to be Corrupted to Rizzo, but it's a bit of an awkward one. Nobody able to get a good chance out of that one. This looks like an extremely awkward passage of play. I've got a suspicion that everybody's feeling a little bit low on boost because it looks like nobody's moving around as quickly as they're usually moving. Good job getting goal side on that 50-50 from Corrupted. PrimeThunder again just pretty much swatting away the possession straight in Rizzo's direction. Corrupted, will he go off the wall here? No, he's just going to take it down. I love it. This is perfect because now he can just smash it and not waste all of his boost, and he's on the ground, no need to recover. Exactly the same outcome as going for a wall power clear, or a clear off the wall with an aerial, except his boost situation and his involvement with the follow-up play is much, much faster. So really smart. I can't say enough about how well Corrupted is playing this defensively. Doing a great job. maintaining the possession. Himself and Rizzo have not been able to put the winning score on the board yet, though. Corrupted didn't want to let that one lie. Figured it would be a little bit awkward. He was under some pressure from the Torment, who was trying to get in his way. Oh, and the half flip is not a good one for Corrupted. He's actually half flipped past the ball. Would have been better to just stay on this. Yeah, Torment saw that half flip was going to take Corrupted away from the ball, because of course you can't stop a half flip halfway through. Once you commit to it, you're going all the way in. How did I upload a YouTube video right now? My YouTube videos are scheduled. They just appear on my channel periodically. So there's always going to be a video appearing at 7 o'clock. Rizzo going for the wall rather than the infield dribble. He doesn't have any boost here. Absolutely zero. So he can't go off the wall to center it. And Corrupted and Rizzo, despite the fact that they've had most of the pressure this game, and probably most of the possession, those are some stats I'd love to see in Rocket League. If there was somehow a possession statistic, I'd love to see that. Corrupted tries to trap it to the middle, doesn't get a good landing though. Rizzo, 1v1, he's had success here before. This time, the answer is no. He didn't actually get a good look at where PrimeThunder was in the goal. Right there. Rizzo's out of boost, he does get a save. That, it was a really sick save by Rizzo, given the amount of boost that he had. Corrupted tries to move it quickly. Again, no vision of PrimeThunder, who just rushes the challenge and succeeds. It is not a terrible idea to rush a challenge in 2v2, especially if your teammate is still in the game. Then it's absolutely fine to do so. Just rushing a challenge signals to your teammate exactly what you're doing. Rizzo draws out a save from Torment, who looks to be a little bit low in boost himself. 30 seconds. Rizzo and Corrupted desperately need to get a game, or will be 0-3 for the meme lord himself. He has not played a terrible lobby, but he's come out second best in 2 games, and he's second best in game 3 as well. Third best out of a 2v2. Corrupted gonna try and go up the wall. This has not been his style for this entire lobby, and it doesn't work this time either. But they're in a 2v1. Corrupted! Rizzo tries to rebound. Oh my goodness, Corrupted nearly tied the game with a redirect, but it was not meant to be. And GG's. Rizzo drops another game. Unfortunately for himself, but of course this happens in half the 2v2 lobbies that we do. GG's boys. I'm a zip up. I can't type. I always like to do. Alright, I always like to do only 3 games. If they want to continue playing, then they're welcome to. I won't hold them up. I won't hold them up. They might want to continue playing. I don't know if any of them are streaming. I don't know. Let me just check if somebody's streaming, because they might continue that lobby. Okay, it doesn't look like any of them are streaming. Oh well. Too bad. It doesn't look like any of them are streaming. Rizzo's actually really good. Yeah, of course, Rizzo's a really good player. He's a very, very good player. He's definitely, I'd say he's better at 3v3 than 2v2. His 2v2 play is a bit rushed, in my opinion, sometimes. But he's still a really good 2s player, don't get me wrong. Like I said, half of the lobbies that I've ever done are going to end up with somebody on 0-3, and these guys are all pretty close in skill, so it could be anybody. It's either somebody on 0-3 or somebody on 3-0, and the other 3 players will be tied. That's just how it goes mathematically with that setup where you play once with everybody else in the lobby. And this time Rizzo's 0-3. But they were all close games, and I think for me, MVP was Corrupted just because his maintenance of possession was better than the other 3 players in the lobby. I was very impressed by that. He was because in the first game, everybody was just kind of giving the ball away, and then Corrupted was the first person to adapt and kind of, you know, keep the ball under his control instead of just hard clearing it. Rizzo was 0-3 because he threw the first one. So PrimeThunder's going to take the blame for that one. Yeah, Rizzo did play a good game 1 for sure. He did play a good game 1. But they were GG's. Athena won't be happy about this. Dumped. Who did I dismiss? HBR101. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. I think you're actually the... Yeah, you are. 1009th sub. Let me just update that. 109. Thanks for the sub, my friend. Road to 1010 subs. You're still warming up from the first game? Ah, too bad. He was 0-3. Like I said, somebody's going to go 0-3. But Rizzo is a very good player. For a long time, Rizzo was actually really underrated because people thought, he's just a streamer, you know? Because like besides Kronovi, there was a lot of other North American streamers who everybody thought, they're just they're just streamers. They're not actually any good. And Rizzo was kind of just put into that category automatically by a lot of people, but secretly he was actually a really good player. He's a very good player. And we're seeing that right now when he plays with JNaps and Kronovi. They're giving anybody from North America a good run for their money. And they've won a couple of tournaments in the recent week. Definitely look out for him in RLCS Season 3. I expect if that team does end up being a confirmed G2 roster, which I don't know if it will or not, then I would definitely expect to see them at the LAN. In fact, like, what are the 4 teams? So there's Team Iris, there's G2, there's NRG. That's like obvious 3 teams. But then Zanejackie, Insolences, and Espeon have been playing together recently, and they look like a really, really solid team as well. And I don't know, what were the other team that made it to the semifinals of Showdown yesterday? Because NRG didn't. Say situation in a Scottish accent. Situation, my friend. Situation. What's the new G2 team? Well, there's nothing confirmed yet, so there isn't one. But Kronovi's been playing with JNaps and Rizzo recently. They've been doing very well, which would lead most people to believe that they are going to be a team. Selfless and Check Clappers. Yeah, Cheek Clappers. Which is funny. When the casters were saying Cheek Clappers, I thought they were saying G Clappers. I was like, it's funny that there's G Clappers against G2. They're going to clap G2. Yeah, Moses, Hot Wheels Sid, and Miho. That's a team that doesn't give me as much hope as Zanejackie, Insolences, and Espeon. Not quite. Just because I think they're more likely to tilt and not qualify at all. Because we've seen Miho not qualify once alongside Dapper and JNaps. And Moses is a very emotional player. He can get inside his own head a lot. Hot Wheels Sid has been playing better recently. He actually was not even... pretty much was a non-factor in all Season 2, but it seems like he's back in some sort of form. We'll have to wait and see. A lot can happen between now and the RLCS actually starting. A lot can happen. Have I heard of the Juggernaut game mode? What's that? Is it a League of Legends thing? What did I think of the 12 Titans tourney? I had a great time casting it. I had a great time working with the League of Rockets. They were great. And I would work with them again. I hope to work with them again. Hopefully I'll probably end up being a consultant for whatever they want to do next. Just because I'm pretty connected in the Rocket League scene. And I've been, watching Rocket League tournaments for a long time. Alright, so how do you do 10 out of 10? All-Star Aerial.